Alright, now that I'm done with the Jaguar XCSV Project 8 Championship, I got like 3 days before the next championship starts, 2018 Altima Championship. Let's jump in to the Motorsports section, and under Supercars section, let's check into the first series here, Supercars Exhibition, which features the 3 brand new 2018 V8 Supercars, which are currently locked, as in you cannot buy them yet. But through Exhibition series, we can actually get them upgraded, and we can test them, take them out for a spin. So cars are on loan, and it's a quick short series. There's a 6 tiers, and it will give us some gold as well for completing the series. So we don't get 25% completion reward. It's just gonna be halfway point for 4 gold, and we'll get a few more for the 100% completion. So tier 1, it's gonna be all at Hockenheim. We got Endurance, Hunter, and Cup. None of these, by the way, require any PR. So if you don't want to invest any gold or any even cash in upgrades at all, you just want to take it out for a spin, try it out, then you can actually complete the entire series, all 6 tiers, and just get some gold as for your effort. But for me, I am actually going to check into this Endurance first. Yes, you have been lent a car. Anything that you do to the car will remain on the car permanently. Of course, these cars you cannot really customize other than the official liveries that they come in. So there are 4 official liveries. Number 7 is what I'm starting on. I'm assuming everybody's starting on the same one. And then the others are going to be all 6 gold, I guess. Castrol, Drive.com, AU. And then number 78 is LG, Harvey Norman. Alright, pretty cool. Alright, but we're not going to spend gold on those, because the plus fitness sounds perfectly fine to me. Go karts go, sounds good. So we are mainly interested in, at least I am mainly interested in getting a jump start on upgrades. So let's jump in, and we'll get the cash upgrades. This time I'll do it properly with cash, since I am in no rush to get these cars upgraded. So let's get that going. We can wait 2.5 hours, that's no big deal. Drivetrain, general analysis and overhaul, 0.7 PR boost. So these early PR boosts are pretty great. They cost very little, and the improvement that you get is pretty good. Good return on your investment. As the higher tier upgrades go, they get more expensive, and performance boosts become more marginal. They're slight difference, but of course, when you're trying to squeeze every bit of the car out, every bit matters. So they know that. So you have to pay for it. Yes, the upper tier upgrades are pretty darn expensive. Alright, and general body refinement to decrease drag, and enough drag to increase our top speed by 2 kilometers per hour, and 0 to 100 kph shortened by 0.01 second, 1/100th of a second. So yeah, we're talking very, very marginal difference here, but at least that's when it's pretty good noticeable difference. And suspension, Of course, deals with the grip and the braking distance. So 0.7 PR boost, we get 0.01 G boost. Suspension tuning, refinements to the suspension setup to increase stability and handling. Yeah, whatever. And then exhaust, yes, usually we get pretty good return on the performance. As you can see, 3 kph boost on top speed, and the acceleration boost is about the same as the previous, like other speed element upgrade, like body or drivetrain or engine, right? And 0.7 PR boost, so those are pretty good. And then the brakes, 0.5, so we don't get as much PR boost, but you know, it's the cheapest one. So when we're running through these limited time series, the brake upgrades are the best because they're the cheapest, and the relative return on PR increase is, you know, pretty good. So we like that. Of course, when I'm in, let's say, special event situation, yeah, brakes are probably the last thing I'll upgrade typically, unless there has been instances where when I put the brakes upgrade on, all of a sudden the target in some special event becomes easier, as in, like, if it's like a speed record, the target speed comes down, or speed snap or things like that. So yeah, they really want to encourage you to get the brakes upgrade for, you know, in those situations. At times it doesn't always work, but I've noticed that in the past. So, and then finally, tires and wheels, caster tune, optimize straight line and cornering contact between the wheels and track surface. That sounds important, doesn't it? More surface area for contact, better traction we get, generally speaking, right? So, all right, so 0.01 G boost, and then of course we get a slight acceleration boost as well, 1/100th of a second, and the PR boost is 0.6. Regardless, it's a cash upgrade, so we're gonna get all these. And let's see, suspension and exhaust had the cash upgrade for the second tier, if I remember correctly. So after a couple of hours, we'll probably return for those. But for now, I'll just run this endurance race real quick. Going to be at Hockenheim Short. 5.8 kilometers is the target to beat. So we'll do just that. All right, so let's see. I'm expecting maybe around 3 laps. I want to say it's like maybe 2 kilometers per lap here, the short, I think. I have no idea if it's true, but all right, so we're about half a kilometer. And let's see, 1.7 kilometer mark. I feel like has to be somewhere. Stay on track. Yes, we're taking it easy here. Yeah, so 1 lap is maybe slightly longer than 2 kilometers. So 5.8 is going to be 2 laps, and somewhere in the 3rd lap we can stop in this park. All right, here, let's see. As I said before, these VA Supercars, very grippy. Brakes are for butter, but who needs brakes when you got a grip like this? So, alright, apparently I'm pushing the grip pretty hard, getting it to skid a bit. could expect the final tier of this little mini series here to be at Bathurst, since that's sort of the home turf for the V8 Supercars, right? So alright, so now how does this compare to, let's say, previous year's Supercars? Really difficult to tell. I mean, they drive about the same if you ask me. So should you run? Well, you know, we're here to race, so if you can afford it and if you enjoy racing, sure, why not, right? But if you're tight on budget and if you already own 2016 and 2017 versions of these cars, for 2018, maybe just one. You don't need all three, but you only need one. But you do need one to complete the 2018 season. So can you run, can you borrow a car in your regular season? I don't think so. I think exhibition is the only race that you're going to be, only series that you're going to be able to run with the loaned car. I'm not certain 100% though, so I'll have to see how that works out. Alright, so anyway, that does it for the race 1, for trophy number 1. Let's see. Alright, so that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 5, and the last 6th bar is kind of partially lit or partially dim. So remember what I said, it's like each one of those service bar is like 1 kilometer of driving. So because I drove 5.8, 5 plus the 6th bar is partially dim, let's say. So that's, I think, how the service bars are taken out. It's a distance that you cover. Anyway, while we're waiting on this upgrades, here's a gold trophy number 1, and let's move on to event number 2, Hunter. This is going to be at the National. We'll take Altima again. 159 meters behind the target Sylvia. So anytime your target is behind Sylvia, you know, it's gonna be pretty easy race. And of course, once I get the gold trophy, I'll be racing against my TSM friends, which I'm sure is gonna have set some ridiculously difficult goal, because yep, I've got some fast friends, so helps me get better, you know. Alright, so this is a national, so the first bit here is the same as Grand Prix circuit, and then of course we don't have the hairpin in the national. So since the brakes are not trustworthy on these cars, I should probably brake a bit earlier. They'll carry quite a bit of speed. But thanks to the high grip, we can take a lot of these corners at a pretty high speed. Like that. Nice. Alright, I feel like Hockenheim National is a better suited track for the V8 supercar than, let's say, short. Or I would say, for the matter, Grand Prix circuit too, because those hard hairpins, I don't know how well these cars will handle, because we're gonna have to like brake like miles away from the hairpin, you know. But yeah, national circuit, of course, always a pretty fast track variation. Did I get the first place? Okay, good. For a second I was a little nervous at the end there. All right, that is unnecessarily tight. And we should be able to get the cup race at I'm expecting, I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure it's going to be most likely at the Grand Prix circuit. And it is. So how many laps? 2 laps. Yeah, that will line up perfectly where they will put the car in red. So in tier 2 I will take maybe the Ford out for a spin. But for now, let's see. Very small grid of 8. So yeah, as the title suggests, it's just an exhibition series. So no real serious races here. And I wonder if I'm expecting that, yeah, even if it's called exhibition series, I will assume that we get to race against TSM friends. Though when nobody owns these cars yet, will I actually come across their TSM version of their cars? I don't know. It's a good question. Alright, so now that we're in first place, let's see. How far away do I need to start applying brakes to be able to make the hairpin without completely going off track here? Of course, it does have a grip to compensate. I guess I don't have to brake too early, seems like. Alright. And then the Mercedes corner. Okay, that one I probably should have applied brakes a little bit earlier. Minute 11. Of course, first lap is never a very good reflection on your lap time, considering that you're starting from standing still, or even when it's rolling start, the clock rolls as the race begins further back in the track. So, all right, so minute 43 nonetheless for the lap 1. Alright, pretty decent handling through the first northern curve. And let's see, bit of skidding. Lost a couple of seconds maybe. Let's see. 28 seconds at the first checkpoint. Alright, so I'm braking a little bit further in. And that's gonna get me to skid. Still didn't quite go off track, so that's good. And then I'll have to brake a little bit earlier here through the Mercedes curve. There we go. Still, apparently I am jumping back on the gas a little too early or something. Although that's kind of a cool drifting action. But alright, so now we're like a good healthy kilometer of lead here almost. So how well does it do donuts? Alright, not bad. That's a pretty tight donut. Oh, there he comes. Alright. There we go. Obviously, not the best reflection of lap time or anything. 1,000 fame point bonus for 2 laps of Grand Prix circuit. I'd say that's pretty low, but considering that we don't even own these cars, it's a free race, so alright. If you think about it that way, it's not so bad, is it now? Alright, so, well, we'll retire the Altima here for now. It's going to be 3-hour service time, just about when the, well, it's not just about, good 45 minutes after the first round of upgrades are going to be done. So, that's fine. And it looks like the second tier is going to be at Suzuka, which should be more fun track, I think, for these V8 supercars. So, let's find out in the next video. Alright, see you there.